show right now. Is that okay?
I'm, uh, I'm signed in as the show. So like, well, obviously it's like
Me too. Dude.
it's like going to it. Hold on, I can see it right now. So like, well, obviously it's like
it's live.
Too. It's like going to it.
This is fucking huge.
Hold on, I can see it right now. So, like, it sounds good. Our mics are pretty nice in terms of like how it's like audio quality wise.
Yeah.
I think once we like set up together, it'll be pretty dope.
Oh, dude, I got a dope idea.
Yeah.
Maybe a spot for a guest as well.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
Sick.
Like
Yeah,
a center, like a kind of like a here. I'm gonna do like a little hand thing, some little ostriches with my hands, and we got like me, you, yes. You know what I'm saying?
So, and then guest right there, dude. Right now,
exactly.
Right in the midsection. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, like a. So if it's like me and you are facing each other, and then the guest is at like the guest is like the head of the table.
Yeah. Think of.
All right.
Well, no. Think of like. Well, I'm kind of fantasizing a little bit. We're gonna have some crazy U table, like those NFL shows. But,
just like couches.
That'd be lit. No, couches suck. Couches are bad.
Bad for the back.
You said that, right?
What?
You were saying couch is a bad idea. Like couch.
Yeah, that would suck if we were all on one couch.
Yeah, that would be really bad.
Trash.
Because like I would want to like look at the people I'm talking to, and so we just constantly like get like a weird, like,
I know. That's why people are like, "Oh, dude, just sit next to each other and then record it." I'm like, I don't want to look at them. Like, well, I don't want to like. It's like we look at the camera, but then it's just kind of nuts, you know.
It's too nuts, man.
It's too crazy, man.
I mean these chicken tenders with buffalo ranch.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Nice, dude. Sounds pretty good.
Pretty awesome.
Picked up that Panera.
Ooh, what'd you get?
You got to get the bacon turkey Bravo, dude. Yeah, huh? Yo, bro, what are the Cubs doing?
Are they losing?
No, dude. Because, like, you know how I just told you it was 3-zip?
Yeah.
Lester got a single.
What?
And then came around to score on KB's sac fly 4-zip.
Whoa.
32 seconds ago. Rizzo hits a 2-run shot 6-zip.
Dude, who's the starter for the Diamondbacks?
Trash.
Robbie. No, he's like their dude right now.
He's their ace?
Oh, no. Patrick Corbin. I thought that was Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray is like their rookie dude right now. Like he's killing it.
Patty Corbs. Corbin Blue.
But if they get knocked out first round in the playoffs, it's 100% because they're pitching.
The Cubs?
The Diamondbacks. Their lineup is crazy, dude.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Their lineup is crazy.
Do we wait for like a couple more people to get in here, or we just freaking do it, dude?
I mean,
if you're smacking some tendies, dude.
Yeah.
We got some time before we start it.
So, before we start, I want to talk about something that's like stupid.
You know, we're live, right? You know.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
But I don't want to talk about.
I just don't want you saying some ridiculous shit.
Oh, for sure. Like good looking.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
But no, it's not gonna be ridiculous. What kind of ridiculous? So, Logan Paul.
Bro, Logan Paulers? Bro, Jake Paulers?
Jake Paul, that's what I meant. Logan Paul seems alright.
Logan Paul is still trash, though.
Like, by proxy, he's a little bit better than...
By relation, because he didn't do this song.
But did you see the follow-up song?
It's every night?
Huh?
It's every night, bro?
No, it's
So
it's a bad one. It's no, it's a follow-up because I guess they had like some kind of beef. I don't know their story, dude.
Aren't they brothers?
Yeah, but they had some beef, some like brotherly beef.
Nice.
And it's like a follow-up, like, I'm sorry, little bro. Like, it's bad. It's real bad.
That's like, is it just like one of those cringy like MGK verses, dude? Every time
even worse,
bro. Every time like MGK comes into a song, I just like that popular one that was on the radio, dude. Like any rap sung duo, it's tough to pull off. When it is pulled off, it's really dope. But then like when MGK comes in and he's just like so emotional, it's just I hate it, dude. I hate
it's that bad when it feels good.
Right, you know, like
dude, I know the exact song you're talking about. I know the exact song. It's so bad with that girl that's like, is that Melanie Martinez? Is that who that's with?
Isn't that a girl from our high school?
Sounds like it.
Melanie Martinez, come on down to the dean's office. I don't know her. A lot of girls from our high school make a appearance on the podcast. This is the pre-show. It's the warm up. It's the warm up, dude. This is the jumping jacks. These are the calisthenics, bro.
My nose is mad crooked. like mad.
Bro, what happened?
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna try to adjust it really quick.
Dude, what is that?
Did it work? Wait, I gotta check stream.
It's worse. It's worse. Oh my god, dude. It was so bent. Your nose was so bent, bro. Ew.
There we go. It's back. It's normal now.
Not really.
Kinda.
I'm just gonna be looking at your nose.
I got like a really wide nose. Like pretty wide set.
Well, that's pretty long.
See, there's two types of big noses. I got one, you got two.
True. Number one or number two? Oh, bro.
Which is weird, you know.
Because everyone says that we look alike.
Yeah. But
dude, I'm sorry, but if you're a white dude with like a 2017 haircut and have thick rimmed glasses, people are like, dude, you probably brothers. And I don't understand it.
Yo, you guys are like cousins, bro.
Bro, I was at do you know well, I'm not gonna say his name, but this kid that like
just describe him for me.
He's a year older than us. He played catcher on the baseball team. He lives by you. Well, he lives by Concord.
By old me, throwback me?
Yeah, well, not really. I mean, it's in the Concord neighborhood.
I think I know what you're talking about. All right.
Okay, yeah. He works for, so I work for the Eastside Rec Center summer camp, and he works for the center summer camp, and like, we'll be at the pool on the same day, and kids in his camp were like, "Are you guys brothers?" I'm like, "Bro,
wait,
like this kid doesn't even have glasses." I'm like, what?
Who is it?
Nate.
Give me initials.
Nate. NB.
Oh, he doesn't live over. Well, he kind of lives by Concord. No, yeah, I actually like Nate. Nate's kind of the homie.
He's
like low
dude.
Key though.
Yeah, no, he's a good dude.
Yeah, good dude. I played baseball with him growing up.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I figured I like the Concord League and stuff.
Yeah.
Just smacking tendies, dude. Pre-show.
Hey, that's it. It's all clean.
Today's just Riley eating tendies. Wait, you're not vegan anymore?
No. 2 weeks. That was 2 weeks though.
That was not.
Dude, we did 2 shows.
No, we did, bro. You talked about being vegan last show.
No, I didn't. The week before that.
Was it? Yeah. Okay. Last show was the
movies for too long.
The movies.
We're talking about movies for a long time.
Were we?
I think so.
I don't know what we talked about last week. I don't even know what we talked about last week. Family Back East.
All right, let's start the show.
If you're joining, welcome to the stream. We're gonna start this up any minute here. We're just waiting for a couple people to hop on in. Got some decent topics for you guys today. If you don't have a Twitch, go ahead and make that sucker, and follow us over at Evan and Riley the Show. Go ahead and post on Facebook. Maybe get a couple more peeps in here later on. Our YouTube channel is a work in progress, but eventually we will try and get some of these podcasts over there at Evan and Riley the Show. Check that out.
If anyone knows a good software to edit, just hit us up, man. Hit us up.
Let us know, because we're terrible not well versed in video editing, so that'll be it's in the works, just like this podcast, just like this layout, just like our internet. We're hoping we can make it through a show tonight without a drop. That would be
that'd be great.
That'd be the dream. Knock on wood there, a little dinger. That'd be cool. If it does happen, we try our best. Last time
we're pretty good at recovery.
We're pretty decent. Yeah, decent recovery time. So if it's like a passed ball, I can usually get back pretty quick to the plate. I didn't know what to play off with recovery time, but maybe like a hangover. I don't know.
Drop the pick. Drop the pick. We're playing acoustic guitar like John Mayer style, but it's all good.
We just move it to the thumbnail. You dig?
Thumbnail or the index finger, kind of do like that weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, did you see that he brought out Post Malone to do congratulations?
Wait, John Mayer?
Yeah, bro.
That was I did not expect there to be anything pop culture related to John Mayer currently.
Yeah, no. I guess he was doing a show in LA. He brought out Post. I didn't watch the video, but I'm sure it sounds really dope because John Mayer's mad talented and Post is the homie. So, all right, let's get this pop-a-loppin'. That'll just be the intro. What's pop-a-loppin'?
Wait, no.
What?
You
Huh?
gotta do the noise, dude.
I'm about to, dude. I got it pulled up.
Oh, my bad.
Because it goes like, what's pop? What's
go ahead. No, go ahead.
What's pop a lot? And then and the what's pop a loppin', y'all? This is Evan and Riley the Show podcast, episode 3 live. You dig? My name is Evan, and followed by my co-host.
Colonel Riley at your service.
Colonel Riley today, huh?
Yeah, gonna be Colonel today, I guess.
Yeah, well. All right. Well, we got a good show for you today. We actually have topics lined up, which we did last week. Though probably like half of them are from last week. We just didn't talk about them because we were just rambling. I think
exactly half. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
See, this show isn't even playing. It's incredible. Basically, we just kept dropping internet. We're hoping soon we will be moved into the same apartment complex, and we will be shooting together in the weeks to come. It's going to be dope. Tune in. Make sure the days are subject to change, however, when classes start. You know what I mean?
Possibly.
Yeah, with Tuesdays, I don't know if it's going to be hot. You know what I mean?
We might just push the show back.
That could be true as well.
That might happen. It might, with some scheduling changes, whatever. We'll get that sorted
subject
out.
to change. But anyways, let's get it rolling. And Riley, what you listening to, dude? What's in the buds? What's in the car? What's on the Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you got now?
You know what? You're gonna have to do it first because I honestly don't know.
All right. What I've been listening to, so I forgot to mention these guys. I was introduced to a new band actually, and like that's kind of wow. Yeah, even Riley. Big news because I have been like exclusively hip hop for like 2-3 years, man. Like it's all I listen to. It's kind of insane. And got to broaden the horizons, and I love to hear like new stuff, especially like bands that grab my ear. Some friendos and family, I guess, introduced me to a band called the Menzingers. And
there you go.
Yeah, real dope. They got an album that came out this year. Honestly, can't remember the name of it right now, but it's dope. You should check it out, the Menzingers. I've been listening through that album. I really haven't even listened to their older stuff. They just said like, yo, the new album's dope. It's probably one of their better ones, if not the best. And it's like, my friend described it like in the best way possible, that it's like the closest thing to just rock that you can like hear today. Because like the sound rock is not really around anymore. It's just like rock has like evolved into like 180 different genres, but this sounds like pretty true to that, classic style rock, and almost something that you would find in like an older PS2 game. However, it's like it came out this year. You know what I mean? So it's pretty dope. It's super dope. I've been listening to that. Obviously, still bumping that Tyler, Post Malone. But yeah, well, that'll be my big showcase for this week, I guess, is the Menzingers. Yeah. What you got? Have you
Menzingers? We the band that I play in, we play one of their songs live sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, I'm it's like I Don't Want to Be an Asshole.
Oh.
Something like that. It's like one of their big songs.
Dope. I'll have to check it out.
It's pretty good. It's a good song. It's fun to play.
It's pretty good.
But yeah, so what I've been listening to.
Yeah.
So the autobiography. Vic Mensa album.
Haven't even heard it.
No?
No.
Seriously?
Honestly.
Really
Honestly.
So, okay. So this is good because I can give you. This is very rare that I've heard something that you haven't, especially in like the hip hop sphere.
Right.
So this album.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I can tell you what I've heard, like, so I think a couple songs on there are from the EP that I don't think you ended up listening to.
Did not listen to the EP.
Okay. But yeah, and then like what people have told me about it. So I want to hear what you have to say, because it could be very different from what everyone else has told me.
Let me just double check. Yeah, so there is. So Rolling Like a Stoner is on the EP. That's one that jumps out at me. That's on the album.
That one slaps.
Really?
I think it slaps, bro. I dig that song.
Really?
I dig it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is gonna set up exactly how we're gonna disagree on this album.
Okay. Well, I haven't heard it, so here we go.
Previously, I've called Vic Mensa Rap Game Ryan Leaf. For
good
reason.
Leaf, yeah.
For good reason, because he got signed to this big deal. He had a Chance the Rapper size hype. At one point, maybe even bigger, because he had been, in my opinion, because he had been in a band called Kids These Days. Awesome band, like hip hop, jazzy, groovy band, where he's rapping over these like legit instrumental beats, like full band beats. Super cool, right? That's what Chance wanted to do, and he didn't until, like 4 years after Vic did. Anyway, so he comes out of Chicago same time as Chance. He's coming up with Chance. They're friends, save money. They're in like the same crew, whatever. And Chance puts out these awesome mixtapes, and he's got all this crazy hype. He's like, he does the Donnie Trumpet thing. He's got even more crazy hype. And then he comes out with his album. He's got even more crazy hype. He's like the king of Chicago at this point. And then Vic, who I think he got signed. Like, Chance the Rapper did not get signed. Everyone knows Chance the Rapper's independent. But
Correct.
That's like his big thing. But Vic Mensa got signed by Rock Nation, Jay-Z's label. Like, went out and was like, yo, you're dope. We're going to sign you. Give you a couple $1 million. And he still had not acted on anything. Dude did not release any music for a long time. Probably like 3 years. Was that unfair to say? 2 years at least.
Like from the signing till the music release?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was like 1, because that EP, but like it was like over 2 or 3 years he had only released 2 EPs.
No, it was he got like signed in probably like 2014, I want to say. And then he had like 2 or 3 singles. He had that song with Kanye, You Mad. And then he had the song with Skrillex, No Chill, which those 2 songs killed me. They were so good. They were probably some of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Like, when they came out, I was bumping them constantly.
Bro, he signed in 2015, so... But yeah, no, you're good.
Oh, really?
It's still a long time. You're good.
Still. So then he released like this EP, which wasn't bad. I forget what it's called. What's the first one called? With Liquor Locker and...
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Explains exactly what's going on with his life. The first song is all about him and how he's like, yo, I just decided to, what's this dude's name? What do you think of...
Real quick. Just pick your winner right now. McGregor, Mayweather.
McGregor.
What?
Eat my ass.
Dude.
Okay, so he just he releases this EP. It's not bad. There's a couple good ones on there. I don't know. You didn't really like it. I actually liked it.
Okay, there's a couple okay songs, but like I didn't. No. Compared to the new EP, I did not like it.
I gravitated towards. Jesus Christ! I gravitated towards it for some reason. For some reason, I was like, "Yo, this is actually kind of cool." And then he releases this new thing, and I'm just like, he gets all this bad press where he's like doing some crazy shit. He just seems like a crazy person now. Like seeing him in interviews, he's legit insane. The dude is too crazy. And
yeah,
this new album comes out. His whole press tour. I don't know if you watched any of the interviews he did before this came out, or like while this had just been released.
I watched like the academics and the complex one where he's talking about like kicking academics ass and shit, and that one.
So he did like at least two more that I saw after that one, and they talked about the academics thing for at least 15 minutes, and then that parlayed into a talk about Chicago, and he literally didn't talk about the album in any of his interviews.
Right.
And so I just kind of went in this like, what is this album gonna even be? Like, rappers surprise you nowadays. Like, it's rap isn't like what you think it's gonna be a lot of times, especially like it happened to me with Vince Staples. Didn't think any of like Summertime '06 and his new album Big Fish Theory would be like they are at all. But so I was like going in this, I'm like, I don't know what's gonna go on. Hopefully it's not that dumb shit where he sings a hook 50 times in the song. Well, if that's what you're hoping for, you're gonna be a little disappointed. Like he does exactly that. He sings a hook in every song, and if you look at the title of the song, you probably know the hook, or at least the big punchline. It's like Memories on 47th Street says Memories of 47th Street in the song.
Okay.
Rolling Like a Stoner, the hook is Rolling Like a Stoner.
Right.
Homewrecker says it in the chorus, and it's but like I think my big thing is his cadence doesn't really change too much in the hooks. Like it's very monotonous in all of the hooks.
Okay.
And they're all very similar.
Gotcha.
Wings is dope, but that's because it's got Pharrell on it, so it's dope.
That beat's crazy, bro.
And he's got a song called OMG, which isn't a bad song, but it's kind of a bad album ender. And that's OMG.
That's the one with Pusha, right?
Yeah.
That was on the EP, and to be honest, of the 4 songs on the EP, and like that one got one of the like some of the most hype. I liked it maybe the least.
That song is cool. I actually don't mind that song.
Really?
But that's a album opener in my opinion. Like that's a come out hot with like a pretty sick track with like a decent feature.
You can't open an album with a feature like that, but like in the beginning, I could understand if that's like the conclusion.
First 4 songs.
Yeah, if that's the conclusion, I could see it being like a dope track too. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Then,
which I think it was in the. I think it is track 2 on the EP. Which like the EP, dude. I think like the type of Vic that you want is literally the first song of the EP, and I think you would love it. Like, because it's really kick drums. It's not on the album because he talks about the album on the song, and if that song made it,
I've heard it. Yeah. I listened to the EP one time through.
Okay,
that's why it's not like super
he's like
sticking out.
It's that like more internet tape like kick drum rap. It's dope. I dig it.
See, but then I did the problem. I did the bad thing is I listened to Autobiography like at least twice.
Okay.
And then went and downloaded DatPiff and listened to internet tape.
And you're
like, what
happened,
wow,
bro? What happened?
Who would have thought you peaked 5 years ago?
Dude, internet tape, like Orange Soda, who knows if he'll make a song better than that, G. Like, dude was so good, man.
Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't get why you would regress. Like, he was so forward in hip-hop music at that point. Right. He's making instrumentals, like, with a full band. He's playing drums on his own songs.
Yeah. That's huge.
And then he just regresses to, oh, yeah, we got a DJ in the booth. Like, I'm going to rap this verse and sing this. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da. Like, that's...
Yeah, I think, like, the whole, like... the whole thing about him signing to Jay-Z's label and him being on The Life of Pablo, and just, I think a lot of it just went to his head. And like, luckily Chance's growth, I mean, both of them came up at the same time together, and their growth was extremely natural. But then once they got to that like 66%, like almost there hype level where you're on the brink of everyone knowing your name, like,
Yeah.
Vic took a very easy route in that sense, and like I'm sure he got extremely wealthy and he didn't know what the hell to do with it. You know what I mean? And like Chance just kept naturally growing into this like gorgeous career. So
so that leads me to the conclusion of my thesis on the similarities between Ryan Leaf and Peyton Manning, correct?
Yeah, Ryan Leaf, Peyton Manning, same draft, yeah.
Yeah. So the conclusion, Peyton Manning ended up winning the Super Bowl. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Chance the Rapper, one of the greatest rappers of all time. And then you got Vic Mensa.
You just called Chano one of the greatest rappers of all time?
100%. 100%.
All right. That's how
he will go down. He will go down as the pioneer for independent rappers. I feel like there's an independent movement going on, where rappers will have, not that they don't have a lot of say in their music, but rappers will have a lot more control in what they want to do, and maybe like, I mean, I don't think record labels will go completely extinct. Like, there will still be record labels, obviously, but it'll force record labels to adapt, and it'll be pretty much solely because of him, because he just decided that. I mean, not solely, but I mean, I just heard 21 Savage talk about his record deal with Epic or something like that, which I don't really know, like, record label names, but he was saying that it's a partnership, and they, like, someone was like asking him, like, the interviewer was like, oh, like, did you have to release a single, because there's no singles released before It's the album came out.
It's the album.
And that kills me, but that's the other thing, like, he wanted to name it It's the Album,
so they let him.
Because
that's kind of cool, yeah.
He's in a spot where he has a deal where they can't say anything about what he wants to do, and he gets to do whatever he wants to do. And I think that's a lot has to do with rappers like Chance the Rapper, like Mac Miller. I think Macklemore was at independent for a while. I think he's signed now. So that makes it so that their level of success and reaching like such crazy heights while being independent makes labels go, oh shit, we got to kind of give these artists more freedom, because A, they're capable enough to like make their own careers or whatever, and B, like, if we don't, then there's no reason for them to sign with us, because they can just do it all on their own.
Yeah, absolutely.
But after that topic, Teenage Emotions is the other one that I've been listening to a lot.
Is that Yachty?
That's Lil Yachty's album. It's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I just like that he's like an 18-year-old kid, and he's just like, I'm just having fun. Like,
okay, that's dope. All right, I respect it.
I just like the vibe. It's not so much the music. The music can, like, say my name. When he says "say my name" like 100 times before the song starts, before the beat even kicks in that song, it kind of kills me. But it's just nice. Like, all of the songs are just like, yeah, I'm rich now, and it's cool. And I'm like, yeah, go Yachty. I support it.
Do you, dog? Do you?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well,
that's it. Just two. I haven't really been listening to a lot of music.
Lil Yachty and Vic. I honestly, actually, I haven't heard both of those projects.
You haven't heard Teenage Emotions yet?
No.
You were like Yachty supporter.
Yeah, because that's how I felt. Like, it's fun and it's cool, and you know, he can show signs of like somewhat dopeness. Like on Chance the Rapper's project, his verse on the song Mixtape is like actually impressive. Good. Yeah. And so I mean, like, he can. It's just the whole come up from one night, and I don't know. I just, it's very, that album. It's funny because how I looked at that album when I clicked on it, intimidating, which is the opposite of Yachty's music. But like, my God, it's like over an hour.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's long. Have you listened to the new Tyler yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've listened to that. Okay. And I got some opinions on that too.
Yeah. I want to hear. I
That
want to hear this.
yeah. That I didn't. I only listened to it maybe 2 or 3 times through
Okay.
all the way. I just played it while I was at work though, so it was like kind of listening to it.
Sure.
But it's super solid. Like easily
Yeah.
the best group of songs he's released. Maybe he doesn't have the kind of like star power for like 3 songs like that are just like crazy good and you'll play a million times necessarily, but like all of them together sound so good, like flowing into one another, and it's one of those albums that you have to listen to like at least the first time all the way through, just
Absolutely.
nonstop.
Yeah, dude.
Especially, I thought Garden Shed, meh.
Right.
I didn't think it was as cool as everyone made it seem. Maybe it was just the hype around his sexuality that made
That
everyone was
was
talking about
that
it.
was like the big thing is that, but like I dig the instrumental's like real nice, and then like the verse at the end is pretty dope, and how it
Yeah,
just kind of come because you can't. It's really cool that most of those beats you can't hear him rapping on it until he actually starts doing it.
yeah.
Like I'm like, how
That's
the
what
hell is Tyler the Creator gonna rap on this? And then he just like kind of blows you away. So it's cool. I just wanted to hear what you had to say on it.
I think Garden Shed um, it was just it was one of those tracks where I didn't even realize that a new track had started like after the one before it.
Yeah.
Afterwards, Pothole's killer. Who Dat
Yo.
Boy obviously is
Yeah.
awesome. I Ain't Got Time. 9/11. Is it 9/11 or is it 9/11?
911.
Mr. Lonely's dope. In the Drop and See, it's awesome. Those are the parts of the album that really stuck out to me. The
Yeah.
rest of it,
Did you like Boredom?
um, Boredom was the single, right? I liked it as I liked it. It was one of the singles.
Maybe like a third.
Yeah, I think it was a third single. That was
Okay.
alright. I didn't. I don't think I loved it because it didn't like stick out to me. But
Alright, fair enough, Doug. Fair enough, dude.
why do you just love Boys That Like Your Shit?
No, I dig
Oh,
Boredom. It's like what? Yeah, it's not like my favorite song on there, but no, Boredom is cool. I really like Pothole. Pothole is probably my favorite, but like
yeah, Pothole's really good.
yeah, 911, Mr. Lonely is awesome. But yeah, cool. I just want to hear what you had to say about it because
It's
I don't think you had heard it last time.
no. It's an album that I'll finally get around to like actually listening to in like 2 months, and then I'll come on here and I'll talk about it and be like, dude, that album is fucking amazing.
Bro, that
That's
Tyler
how-
album, dude. No
That's
one's
how
ever
I-
heard it.
That's how I am. It's just like
No, that's cool.
I'm always delayed. If I'm into something though, like that's all I listen to for like a week.
Same way.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right.
What
So
you got?
the
What you got next for us?
next topic is okay. So this is kind of a personal one. We'll jump into it though. It's not like
All right, yeah.
personal, like a creepy way or anything like that.
Okay.
But I figure, fuck it, we'll talk about it. It was just something. It was something that in the moment last week, it was super pertinent. And I was like, dude, I need to talk about this. This is so annoying.
Right.
But now it's been like a week and a half since I've realized this.
Okay.
But so I've like, there's a couple friends, a couple people that just talk way too much. And I've never there's people who say like he talks too much for his own good.
Right.
And I've never experienced that. Like I've never actually met somebody where like talking too much, like they legitimately can't stop talking.
That's a lot.
And I can talk about stupid stuff, and it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
I mean-
It's ridiculous stuff, so it doesn't affect me, right?
Correct.
And then if you were like, dude, actually shut up, like you're being annoying. Just being annoying, right?
Right.
Like you know this. You've been in a room with me for extended periods of time. I just talk for way too long about nothing.
Yeah. No, it
But-
happens. It happens to the both of us.
Yeah, and you're right there with me.
Yeah,
But,
we're there.
But we're in an annoying way, and it's about nothing. However, this person that I'm speaking about talks about things that will get him in trouble, and will have negative effects on his life, and not super heavy negative effects. Just like, dude, why'd you say that? Like you could have
Right.
said a lot of stuff there, and we're not. And it's not necessary to be talking about
Yeah.
something at all times. There can be a lull. There can be a time where it's like, yeah, maybe not on a podcast. That's probably the worst time to have silence. But
we'd hope not.
Yeah, but you can just shut up for a little bit and let somebody else talk. He's the friend that you can't say a joke around because that friend will try to one up your joke at all times.
The worst, dude.
So like it's like me and you say a joke, I laugh. I say a joke, you laugh.
Right.
That's how a mutual friendship relationship goes. But then if you try to like one up that joke too many times, there's like a natural amount of one ups. And if you exceed that, well, now you're kind of an asshole, and that's it. That's the whole conversation.
Yeah, well, it was that. It's kind of directly related to what I was talking about. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago when I was saying, like, oh, if you're that kid that, like, jumps up to, like, oh, infinity.
Yeah.
Like, if you're like, oh, dude,
totally.
I hope I get $1,000. I hope I get $10,000, $100,000. I hope I get infinite dollars. And you're like, dude, you're an idiot. Like, you suck. It's a cop-out. It's easy.
You gotta wait. You gotta go, oh, that was a good joke, and appreciate the joke in the moment, because if you try to one-up it, or not even one-up it, but you try to make it better in your eyes, then, you risk killing the joke.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That sucks.
And the other thing this person does, is you bring up a story that maybe they were there, right?
Okay.
And then you bring up, you guys remember this last time when we went to, the beach, right? And we had like such a great time.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh yeah, and they take over the story, right?
And you're like, dude, why did you just do that?
And you're like, dude, that wasn't even the story I was going to tell. I was just setting up a completely different story, and you hijacked the story and told it a completely different way than I would.
Correct.
What just happened? And you just you're stuck in the moment of like, I want to interrupt you, and you can't. It's over. The story's told in a bad way, and you're just really let down.
Yeah. Those people, if you're listening and you think you're like, I don't really know one of those people, maybe you're one of those people, don't be one of those people. So,
yeah, don't. Just hey, if your friend says a joke, you know what you say?
What?
Hey, go on, man. Hey.
Good joke. Good treat. People need what people need to start doing is like just listening. Like people, like, no joke, because when you and I are talking, it's not a consistent thing of, hey, Riley's talking right now, what am I gonna say next? It's like, let me listen to it. Okay, cool. This is what, like, now, like, I can, like, and that's the easiest way to come up with a witty response too, is like if you're really like dwelling on something like that. However, like, it's got like no effect if I'm just sitting here constantly thinking of things to say while you're talking. It's like, dude, I just gotta, you just gotta sit back, listen to him, let him finish, and then
you lose the comedic timing then, because then you're like trying to push all these witty jokes out while they're telling a story, and then all your jokes are just like, yeah, but what I was saying was that's their response if you push it too much.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous. But I digress.
Those people.
Speaking of comedic timing.
Oh.
And trying to coexist with another host. There is a new series that the UFC has brought called Tuesday Night Fight or something like that. It's like a Tuesday night, people who aren't in the UFC yet, and they compete for a UFC contract every week.
Okay.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
but that also sounds like people are just like gonna physically die.
They might. Like, that's what's really cool about it. They're not always the best fighters. I'll say that.
All right.
So sometimes they're like way too scared to make moves and stuff, and it can be a little. I've watched 2 of them. I think there's been 3 or 4 now.
Okay.
And they're like really hit or miss on the fights. Some of the fights were crazy though. These dudes are going all out, just intense, very intense. But what they've done at the UFC, they've decided, okay, so this is going to be our complete like entertainment guided night. Like Tuesday night doesn't even, the fights barely matter.
Correct.
Like, these are people that, if whoever wins can get a UFC contract, and that's what's on stake. But we're gonna ante up one more, and we're gonna put Snoop Dogg as a cast option. Okay, so if you're
What?
watching it, you can go to Snoopcast, and you can have Snoop Dogg like talk about the fights as they're going on.
That's incredible.
And
Easy,
but
easy. That's like your go-to, dude. That makes it so much interesting, so much more interesting.
and what's even better is because I don't think they don't put it on FS1. I only watch it on the website on
Okay.
UFC.com. So I don't know if they put it on FS1 because I think it's on FS1.
Okay,
If you
I
watch it on
doubt like the Snoopcast is
No.
on FS because like you can't just like click on your remote, pop me over to the Snoopcast.
and he's like, "Whoa, motherfucker!" Like,
That's Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg. Yeah, that was him.
um,
Thanks for tuning into the show, Snoop. We appreciate you.
he's on with a color he's the color commentary, I think, right? That's the guy that like adds some flair.
That's
But-
that's an old term. It's a little
Is-
racist, but
Oh, didn't mean it that way.
put
But,
that in
hey,
post.
Hey man, thanks man.
We'll fix Rough.
The, but the guy who does like the play-by-play
yeah.
is this really like he's a good play-by-play guy, and he seems like a good host too.
Okay.
He's an ex-fighter, so but they
Most,
just
of,
pretty
most
much
of those guys are. I feel like most commentators in UFC are ex-fighters or fought amateur at one point. Those are like the main guys that would know the moves and stuff. I feel like I don't know.
But I'm telling you, they bring in some gin and some juice, literally, and they bring in some Snoop Dogg weed, and they're just
Nice.
like rolling blunts and drinking gin and juice, and it just evolves into like Snoop Dogg. Have you ever seen that video of Snoop Dogg like talking about Animal Planet? He's like narrating Animal Planet. It's like a lizard running through a valley of snakes.
Yes.
And he narrates it.
Yeah. No, that's incredible.
Yeah, that's there's one that's not Snoop Dogg, and there's one that is Snoop Dogg. So I'm not being racist and just calling every black person Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, that guy who's like kind of like smokes weed and he's black and he narrates stuff. That's Snoop Dogg, right, dude?
No, that's not what I'm saying. There is one with Snoop Dogg, and so it's pretty much it devolves into that, and he's like, "Whoa, this dude just got knocked out," and like, they post the highlights on their YouTube channel. It's pretty good. I'd watch it, but yeah. Snoop Dogg.
I'll check it out.
Snoop commentary, killer.
Killer. He always kills it. He always kills it for sure.
He's got his own talk show. Man, just is an entertainer.
He is.
Entertainer.
Nice,
But
man.
speaking of entertainment,
Oh,
we're just rolling.
Another segue, dude. Riley Ward just bah,
We're just rolling here.
crushing segues.
Entertainment, streaming, music streaming.
Yeah.
So an article. You want to set this up? You can set this up if you want. You want to do this one?
Yeah. I mean, so an article came out by Digital Music News, I guess, and they pretty much just came out and they did all the math and found the logistics behind streaming services and pretty much like how much each site is paying, because like it's always been a joke and everything, because everyone knows that like a lot of these artists aren't making much, especially off these streaming services, whether it's like even the $1.29 from iTunes with like buying the song, it still gives the artist like virtually any money. However, like these streaming services, even though they're getting like insane amount of plays, they're getting hardly any payout. And so they kind of just did the math for each of these like payouts, like each of the platforms and who pays the most, and it appears that like ironically enough Napster is the highest paying, which like was the big thing in was that the early 2000s when Napster came out, and like Metallica took Napster to court because Napster was like a illegal music like file sharing website, one of those like LimeWires, early on.
Well, but I think Napster was like a little more legitimate than LimeWire.
Okay.
I think you got to pay for
okay,
Napster.
yeah. Okay, it was. But it was still like a joke, and Metallica was one of those, especially Lars, their drummer, felt like they were getting ripped off and their music wasn't making any money because like album sales were a really big deal back then, and like but now all the money comes in from the tours and the merch, but and the deals especially. with these artists. And so like it appears that Napster for a single stream is actually paying just over a cent, almost 2 cents, so a cent and 2/3. And that's actually like kind of a big deal, considering like second place is still like right around a cent, and then Apple Music goes to like just over a half cent per play. And so it just kind of becomes a joke from there. Spotify is like a third of a cent per play. And so Riley's going to be right back, and we're hoping he can jump back in with us. However, yeah, so this streaming website, it's just like, it's ridiculous though. Like, honestly, there virtually is zero money now in these streaming services anyways. A lot of it is ad revenue and things of that nature. I'm going to try and get Riley back on the phone here. So I will be right back. Riley's currently having some tough times with his internet here. So we're going to try and get this thing back up just in a few moments. Stay with us if you're still watching. We appreciate it. Take this opportunity to give us a follow on Twitch if you've enjoyed the stream thus far. We're about 45 minutes into the podcast. We really, really appreciate you coming out and listening to Riley and I ramble on about nonsense. So if you have appreciated the stream, please hit that follow button. For our Twitch show, one sec. Cool. Riley is back up in the building.
All right, so fill me in what you said. What were you saying?
Basically, just like garbage about this, like these streaming services, they pay no money, pretty much. Like, and I went through the places, of Napster, Tidal, then Apple Music, and then Google Play. Mm-hmm. And like Spotify is just trash, just stuff like that. And so I mean, but it's kind of been that way for a minute now. That like the music, that's not where the money is, and that's all in like the tour and the merch. There's a big because Chance the Rapper, people think it's such a big deal that he's giving his music out for free, and it is, because that's a massive source of income that he could be achieving, whether it's through Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere else where you can sell music or have it streamed, make a profit off of. However, he's chosen to give out his music for free and just kind of price up his merch a little bit, and his shows are at a pretty decent price, and that's how he makes his money. And I mean, like, people are super thankful that like that's the only way he's charging them. Because when I saw Chance the Rapper live, I went to a show, and this guy had given me 3 full-length projects for free. I thought it was totally justified that when I went to his show, I bought like a $45 long-sleeve t-shirt because he's given me 3 full bodies of work. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Debatably like 3.5 because of that Donnie Trumpet project. So, I mean, like, it's just justified. So, I mean, the whole, like, am I super surprised at how much these streaming services are paying out? No. Maybe a lot of people are. However, I don't. It's just like kind of ridiculous. You know what I mean?
So I thought the same as well. I was like, yo, this is wild. Like, I knew YouTube. So YouTube is the lowest on the music streaming, which I didn't even know.
Okay.
Does YouTube have a separate music streaming thing?
I think YouTube is like. That's just like an ad revenue in YouTube in general. I don't know.
I think
know
so.
If that's like.
because they've always been like less than a tenth of a cent. Is like what I've heard was the YouTube
Oh my
like
god.
click.
Yeah.
Like if you click on a video, that person who made the video, and you don't have ad block. If you have ad block, it doesn't even matter. But
Right.
if you don't have ad block and you click on someone's video, you give them a tenth of a cent.
Okay.
So, but that's even less. That's literally what I don't even know what that is. That's like a 6,000th of a cent.
It's bad.
If my decimal reading is correct from this chart. However, I did some math. When I saw this, I said, "Oh, I have Spotify, and Chance the Rapper is." So this is only for unsigned artists.
Okay.
So I'm assuming, So I'm assuming that signed artists, their label takes a cut of this, so they get even less money out of this. However,
I'm assuming
Chance the Rapper is unsigned.
It's all his money.
So it's all his. And that's and in my head I go, oh, it's for unsigned artists. Like, oh, what about Chance the Rapper? Wow, okay. Like, how much money is he making off this? This can't be that much. I did the math, so No Problem with Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz has 200 million streams. Okay,
Right, that's a lot.
It's a lot
of streams.
He has made almost $800,000 off that one song.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. That's not bad.
That's nothing to be like, aw.
But oh, dude, Chance, come on, man.
So I did the math.
Right.
And there's you got another song with 100 million, All Night, 90 million on Juke Jam, 70 million on Same Drugs, 72 million on All We Got. Like, all of his songs are just like over, at least the top 5 that I can see are over 50 million.
Yeah.
And it's like, you add that up, and this album has made him at least $2 million.
Well, also
off of Spotify alone.
That's true. That's a big thing. Because then, like,
I think,
because like SoundCloud, I'm sure he makes ad revenue off of them. Like, I'm sure he's in a program with them. You know, like
he should put money into SoundCloud.
Yeah. So I'm sure they've done a lot for him. I'm assuming. Also, like Apple Music, he had an exclusive deal. You could only get Chance 3, you could only get Coloring Book on Apple Music for the first 2 weeks. And I think he said it was either, it's one of these two numbers, and it's a big difference. It's either a $500,000 or $2 million that they paid him for those 2 weeks. I think it is $2 million. So, like, that's insane. And I'm sure those, like, Apple Music plays are probably ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, he got the exclusivity deal, so he's getting paid something for that.
Oh, yeah, that payoff's nuts.
And then because of the exclusivity, everyone's going to Apple Music, so then their numbers are crazy high for his streams, I'm sure.
Yeah.
More than 200 million for No Problem, I guarantee it. Because there's a lot less people on Apple Music than Spotify.
I was going to say, like, I don't really know Apple Music's user base, but I'm assuming
27 million. 27 million.
Wow. Okay.
It says on the chart here, but
all right. How about it?
And then it says
gotta read up a little bit. Sorry.
Spotify's got 140 million, so the user base is smaller. However, I know myself personally. I saw the Drake album and the Chance album coming out like roughly the same time, within a couple months of each other. I think they came out last year, and so I changed from Spotify to Apple Music. I'm normally a Spotify guy.
Okay.
And because of those two releases, like being exclusive to Apple Music, I switched over to that. So I'm sure I'm not the only one. I could be, but I doubt it. I bet there's a ton of people that were like, Chance the Rapper's got a new like mixtape out. I gotta listen to this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. But like, so if you want to think about like how much your play is worth. So you're paying like okay, actually, no, it's even worse for other people because like if you want to make your month worthwhile, so the typical Apple Music month is $10 a month. So at like 64% of a cent per play, like how many, that math has got to be ridiculous in order for you to like play that many songs to get that $10 worth.
Yeah.
So like, that like doing that math, I mean it wouldn't take forever, but I just don't want to do it right now. As well as like, but for me as like a student, I'm paying $5 a month for Apple Music, and I still doubt. And I play music all the time. I'm at my computer. or I'm in the car. Whenever I'm in the car, it's just song after song. And so, like, to get $5 a month, how many songs do I have to play?
Roughly 2,500.
For $10?
Yeah.
There's no way I hit that.
No way.
No way.
I'd
Not a
say.
chance.
So you listen to an album that's about an hour of your time. We'll say you do 3 hours a day of music. It's about 15 songs times 3 times 30. You might hit 1,500 songs if you're a pretty active listener.
Wow. And that's a lot, though. Like, doing, like, 3 albums worth a day, and that's, like, really active listening without skipping a day in a month. You're not, yeah. So, like, Apple Music is making money off you regardless of what you're paying.
Oh, yeah. And that's the other thing, though. They're not, like, there is no, other than this fee, there is no fee. I mean, I guess there's general upkeep of the website and, like, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, paying a staff to put out new releases and whatever, like, management stuff. But beyond that, they're not, like, there's no actual media distribution. Like, they don't have to give you a thing. You're not paying for a thing. You're paying for a service. And that's kind of what's always killed me about, like, video game transactions.
Those are the worst.
Like, digital media. It's like, oh, we're going to knock off $10 because we don't have to print a disc. But it's like, what? You're still paying $50? I guess in the end, you know, you do the math, whatever.
Like, it's the content, you know, like, that's, I mean, at the end of the day, like, for me, because I was having this debate with someone at my work the other day, was that they're like, oh, well, I don't think, because they're a Spotify user, and they're saying, I don't think Spotify Premium is worth it. And I'm like, why wouldn't it be worth it? Well, she's like, well, you know, like, I just listen to music in the car or whatever, and, like, I don't listen to it all that much, and I can wait. Like, and I was like, okay, like, that's fair enough, because
it's a weird point.
It is a weird point.
$10 a month.
$10. I mean, like, you know, it's not like they're robbing you or, like, you know, nickel and dime.
No.
This is also, like, someone that doesn't pay for gas. So I'm like, okay, $10 a month. Also a college student, so, you know, they could
a
easily.
College student that doesn't pay for gas. Sounds like a real winner. All right.
But yeah, no. So, like, just for me, I don't want my music to be interrupted by ads, and, like, ads are fine, and obviously Spotify needs them to make money as well as the artists do, because they got to pay those people. But, like, I don't understand why you wouldn't just pay the $5 or $10, whatever you're paying for, like, a streaming service. I think to me it's worth it at least. I don't know. To me, I guess, like, for them they can wait, but I'm like, what if you're like, as someone who doesn't work out, I don't know. I just imagine being in a workout and then an ad comes on and that just sucks. You know what I mean? What if you got your, like, bump and grind playlist going? And you got you know what I mean? Like, you're going in, dog.
You got a party over.
Oh, party's even worse, dude.
If you are the DJ at a party, like, you're just, you know, you throw on the iPod or you plug the iPhone into the Bose speaker. Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. The iPod. Back. It's all right, dude. It's 2008. You're a DJ at a party.
Yeah.
You know your iPod Mini on.
Yeah, you throw that bad boy, your iPod Shuffle. That's essentially what you're doing. You're throwing an iPod Shuffle on.
Right.
Do you remember that you couldn't pick the song?
You can't even see what song's coming next or
Dude,
what song's playing.
That was the dumbest thing.
It was literally it was no joke, a hard drive with a play button and a volume rocker and, like,
that was it.
Next and previous.
You couldn't even you could fast forward, but you couldn't do, like, the scroll fast forward.
Yeah, you didn't know where you're at.
You had to, like, do, like, the old school tape style where you had to hit the fast forward button and hold it and wait. Be like, oh wait, was that the part?
Do you know what they looked like when they first came out?
No.
They were like, bro, they looked like white Fun Dip sticks, bro. They were, like, long. They were these long strips, these long white strips, and then it just had the little circle at the top with the play button and the volume. Trash. They looked terrible. Yeah. I had one. They were terrible, though. And
I had one.
Yeah, and then the next gen came out, and it became that little square, which was just like, it was like just the top had a little clip if you're a little runner, you know. Like, my stepdad has one, and, like, no shame, I think it's like okay because he runs all the time, and like just to clip that onto your shirt, just throw your playlist on. I feel like that's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I guess
that's not too bad. But I mean, he's also someone with like an iPhone like 6 Plus or whatever. I'm not gonna run with that trying to get my tunes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you because I went out and bought. Sorry, to dip away from the camera real quick. Went out and bought one of these.
Right.
These bad boys, and to be honest, feel like a total fucking boner when I wear it. So
I'm gonna be honest. Probably when you're running, you look like a total boner.
Totally, yeah. So don't ever use that.
Yeah. So just
like, rock with the shuffle.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're at the gym, they got the cup holders on the treadmill. G, like you could just throw it in there. And then, but like, you know, if you're out and about, you're running outside, you know, getting shin splints, like then, you know, you can clip it on.
If you're running outside, why?
Why are you running outside? It's hot.
Why are you running outside?
It's like July. It's August now. Today.
Sun's beating down on you.
Hot.
You got passerbys just staring at you.
Just hey, what's good? It's good.
Also, if you're riding your bike outside, don't
ride your bike outside.
If you're over 12, why are you riding a bike?
Dude, this morning, both instances, G. Both instances, I'm turning down my street. I'm off of my street onto another street, kind of like a main street, you know, a lot of streets. I'm turning and like
it's a busy street. It's busy street.
It's busier. And so like there's like a kind of a hill and I can't really see in my car. It's a little low, so I have to like peek up and I have to roll the turn. There's a jogger coming right out in front of me. And to be honest, I wasn't stopping. I didn't see him. And then, like, I did stop, and he, like, smiled and put his hand up, and I was like, oh, like, dude, I totally didn't see you, but I was stopping. And then, so, like, anyways, he's jogging, feeling himself at, you know, whatever, 7:15 this morning, and so he's crushing it, like, long strides. Normally, like, older dudes, when they're running, they have these, like, little baby strides, and they got their arms working. This guy was hauling, like, his legs were, like, kicking, and I love to see that. I love to see that, because I think jogging when you're just, like, baby steps, I think you're getting nowhere. It's pointless. Yeah, it sucks. Anyway, so I'm just driving. That guy was getting it. Kudos to that guy. And I'm driving down. I get, like, maybe to the next block, and there's just a cyclist, like, in the road. And keep in mind, okay, I understand that cyclists and bicycles are not supposed to be on the sidewalk. I mean, like, a lot of kids do because, you know, their parents tell them to. However, like, the rules of the road, you're supposed to be riding your bike in the street, and they have the same, I don't know, I can't think of the word. The same laws as like a car, right?
Kinda,
right?
Nah,
but like,
I mean the same. They say the same right to the road. But
same right to the road. Yeah.
Kinda.
Do they? No.
No.
And so like hidden rights. They know their rights. This guy is, you know, he's not really hugging the shoulder. He's not really riding like on the curb. I'm coming up behind him, and like this sidewalk on this road is like specifically designed, I feel, for either like cyclists or it's just for more heavy traffic, even though there's not a lot of people walking on the side of the street.
It's a three times sidewalk. It's 3 times the width of a normal sidewalk. At least 3 times.
There's 3 blocks of like sidewalk that you can ride your bike on or whatever, and it's totally safe to do it because you're not going to hit a pedestrian hauling on your cyclist bike when you're in the jumpsuit, you're getting it, you're real old.
That's the worst,
bro. Okay. We talked about this on a previous podcast.
Yes.
And so like, dude, just cyclist dudes are kind of trash, and like this guy was getting it. He was feeling himself in a different way at 7:15 this morning, and like now I have to, you know, go around him into the turn lane because he's like physically in half a lane of traffic, and it was just obnoxious, man. It's just obnoxious.
I had a similar dealing on the way back here.
Oh,
back to the house to record this. I learned, so on the previous episode that Evan referenced, I talked about how I almost hit a guy, gave him a little fun honk, and then he hit a pothole. And he kind of flipped over on his bike and fell.
Whoops. Sorry.
So this time I decided, you know what? Like, I'm not going to be the asshole. I'm just going to, you know, wait for this cyclist. I was coming up on a stop sign, right? It's 4-way stop. And we were like, you know, 200 feet away. I'm going 40. He's going, you know, whatever, max 22, whatever they max out at.
Right.
He's going pretty quick. and just total boner. Has like the shiny helmet, like full jumpsuit,
Boner,
which
dude.
I don't get, by the way. If you need to ride a bike, if you're like every day I have a relatively short distance to go where I need to go, ride a bike. It's a great method of transportation.
Yeah.
Totally. You're on campus, you get a 15-minute
Easy.
walk or a 3-minute bike ride. Ride the bike, right? That makes sense. However, if you are over the age of 12 and have a car, just don't.
Don't, dude.
Just don't ride a bike. Just don't. It's a great mode of exercise. I can go to the store and I can get groceries and go. Don't. Just get in the car.
Get in your car. Get in your car, dude.
Get in your car. Drive. 2 minutes to the store. Put all your shit in your back seat, and drive back home. You got air conditioning. You got a radio. And you're not a crazy person that might get hit by a car at any moment.
Yeah, because you're going to get hit by another guy who's also going to pick up eggs and a half-gallon of milk, but he is way more comfortable.
A half gallon because you can't pick up a full gallon.
You can't, dude. And at the rate that dude drinks milk, it's going to go bad because he's a trash human.
Yeah, he's not a milk drinker, yellow dog fucker.
He's trash, dude. He's probably picking up some, naked juices.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not going to knock the naked juice. I'm just saying that this guy drinks them, religiously.
I'm not gonna, if you're talking about a recipe you make, and then you have to specify that there's something organic in it. If you're like, I use organic bananas. It's like, you use bananas. You just paid too much for them.
This bread has organic bananas in it. And it's like, dude, a banana, has a fucking peel on the outside. I don't think you understand that, it's going to be the same on the inside. Well,
it's going to be half the size. Congratulations.
It's going to suck. It's going to suck, dude. I hope your banana goes bad.
Oh, yeah. I went to Whole Foods, and I paid $9 for a chicken breast.
Did you ride your bike to Whole Foods, dude?
I went to Whole Foods, picked up half a gallon of almond milk, and
rode my fixed gear.
Don't call it a fixed gear.
Got my fixie, dude. Took my fixie over to Whole Foods. Picked up some organic carrots.
I don't like when you do that, because then you're implying that I know that a fixed gear is referring to a bike. It should not be necessary for me to know that in my daily life.
Yeah.
And the fact that you just said that pisses me off, dude.
You were vegan an episode ago, dude.
Hey.
Don't you know what pisses me off, dog? The fact that you were out here talking about some bitch could walk because she stopped eating meat.
Bro.
Bro, you're vegan. Vegan gains, G.
The only way that I would go vegan again is for the poops.
Vegan poops.
Dude.
Veganpoops.com.
Dude.
Sponsor us, dude.
Changed my life.
In the description.
Let me tell you, changed my life.
Why? What's so different about the poops?
No wipe necessary. Obviously, you gotta do it. You can't just.
you gotta see if it ghosted. You gotta see if it ghosted. Yeah.
You gotta make sure, but no wipe. Okay. You give a little. You do a. That's it. You're done. Takes 2 minutes total bathroom time. It's just one. That's it. No. Sometimes if you get some crazy tacos, there could be 4 or 5. They're a little messier. It might be a 2 flusher.
Yeah.
That's another thing. This is a 1 flush. You don't even have to wipe. It's out. You're good. It's crazy.
All right, man.
I would go back for the poops for a little while, maybe.
Maybe that's just a healthier poop. I feel like you can get meat, you can eat meat and still have that kind of experience. Because I've had those, man. I've had those, and a lot more frequent. I feel I don't know. Maybe I'm just blessed with some decent bowels, but
I got some real bad bowels though.
But yeah, you got that rare
diverticulitis, bro.
Yeah, some Sour Patch disease or some shit.
Yeah, you can't have McDonald's Sour Patch Kids and a Mountain Dew Kickstart all at once. You gotta space them out.
Wow, dude, that sucks, man. What a tough disease to have.
And then I guess what I should specify is you can't eat handfuls of Sour Patch Kids at a time. You gotta go 2, maybe 3 if you're lucky at a time. but you can't just go.
Damn,
G. You just can't do it. You just can't.
That'd be rough.
It's rough, and I just have to deal with it.
It's just something that you deal with.
That's me. That's me.
I think other than that, that's about all we got to talk about today, man.
That's about it. That is about it.
Pretty decent.
On a final note here.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
We got one more thing.
Sure.
Just to close the show out and
wrap it up.
Wrap it up on a strong note. So in lieu of Jay-Z coming out with his album 444,
yeah,
the band 444 has come out with an album called Jay-Z.
What? There's a band called 444?
And they released an EP called Jay-Z. Yes.
Oh my god, that's so cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Pretty good.
Oh god. Oh man. I think like you have a very high chance that someone one day will release something called Think Easy.
That'd be amazing.
I think it will happen. I can see it. Like it's like, oh dude, Think Easy. And then you're just like, and then you'll drop a project called whatever.
Whoever the artist is.
Yeah, like
that'd be good.
Like you'll drop an album called Lord, and then it's all good.
Or an album called Mod Son.
All right.
All right.
That'll do it. Thank you so much for watching, for tuning in. Make sure you hit that follow button on our Twitch, twitch.tv/Evan and Riley the Show. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook. We don't have a Twitter, maybe coming soon. Evan and Riley the Show everywhere. In your area.
We're gonna be on Instagram.
Maybe.
No, we will.
We'll be on the gram making some goofy shit. I think if we started doing skits on the gram, that'd be tight.
That'd be good.
That'd be cool.
Good
I'd be a big fan. Soon, coming very, very soon. We only had one drop today. It was a good episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did, Doc. And hang in there.
Adios.
See you later, dude. Oh, I hit record.